Hello everyone. Money is important. Money is a big thing. And right away when you hear Carnivore Challenge, think, oh, all of that meat. I'm not a Rockefeller. Wait, do people still use Rockefeller as a reference for money? Well, I'm not Bill Gates. How am I going to eat steak every single night? Well, there is ways to do it. And especially as you see here, as we're repainting the kitchen, and you can see the nice little painted wall here, being perfectly middle class, lower class, don't really matter. This is very doable, but it takes work. First, number one key is preparation. You have to plan ahead. That's really the key to anything. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck, you're going to be pigeonholed, and also, all of a sudden, those Big Macs, they just sound really good, don't they? Yeah. So today we're going to run through how we stock up on meat and also all the other ancillary stuff that we're doing for the Carnivore Challenge. Full disclosure, this may seem like a Costco infomercial. It is definitely not. They have no association here. Just a great place, great product, and we love working through them. All right, so let's go through the red meat. Now, you could always go... when people say you're going to eat steak every day, right where they're thinking, oh, well, you're going to have a filet mignon and you're going to have a porterhouse and the T-bones all the time. No, not necessarily true. For the thing about me is, like, when I grew up as a kid, we grew up with not great steak, right? Maybe get a T-bone every now and then, but mostly it was charcoal steaks, which is where they cut up rump roast and they turn that into steaks. So for me, that is old school steak for me. So I'm not even that big of a filet guy. Yeah, it's going to be expensive getting the log, but also I don't think it has a ton of flavor. It's just like tender. Sure. It's fine, but whatever. I love me some ribeye. I love New York strip, but just for every single day consumption, not really going to be into the wheelhouse. So what my favorite thing is to do is either tri-tip or sirloin roast, and you can get this on sale at a lot of places. Today we picked up 20 pounds of these at $3.99 a pound, which is amazing for beef. And what you can do with the sirloin roast or the tri-tips, you can grill whole and then slice it up, do it up with a nice little chimichurri sauce, a little bit of butter over the top as well. But the sirloin roast, I like these because I think sirloin's fine. It's a little bit leaner than we're looking for on this Carnivore Challenge, but it's perfectly fine eating steak. I like slicing it really thick, so you can cut up some really nice thick steaks. Because if you get just commercially cut steaks, they're going to be pretty thin. I like at minimum an inch. All right, so that way you can get a really nice char on the outside, and you can take your time, and you're not going to have to sacrifice that medium rare. Because if you have a steak, it's like that. You usually get from, they're usually sealed up at the store. If you get a nice char on the outside, chances are you're going to be medium well or extremely well done in the middle. So that's what we like doing here. This is, I think this is 5 pounds, so $20, perfectly good there. Also, Costco ground beef. They sell them in a big old chub pack, 88% lean, 12% fat. Ideally, we would like an 80-20 mix, but beggars can't really be choosers here. They sell for $3.49 a pound. What we do is we buy them in those big chub packs that come at 6 pounds a piece. We break them up into 1 pound little freezer bags, flatten them, stack up really nice in the freezer. You're gonna find out on this challenge that the freezer is absolutely your best friend, because when you get a good price on something, stock up. Go out and stock up as well. So also some other cuts of meat I like. So here's the top sirloin steak, again commercially sealed, so that thing's going to be a little bit on the side of it, cook it well done on the outside. It's going to be a little bit more. If you get a nice sear on the outside, it's going to be a little bit more well done on the inside, but whatever. $4.99 a pound for this. That was on sale at Fresh Time. Fresh Time, also another great store. Then chuckless, boneless chuck roast. $4.99 a pound. What I like to do with this is put it on the smoker and then pull it apart just like you're doing a pulled pork sandwich. That's always amazing. If you want some variety, for me, like sticking with the straight up beef the rest of it. You want some fish? Codfish. Now here's the thing about codfish. This is from Trader Joe's, and this is like pieces that you get off the ends when they're cutting up cod fillets. And for me, I always like fish anyways, where it's like, you know, chopped up and then you just sort of go at it with a bowl and a spoon. So this, $3.99 a pound as opposed to $5.99, $6.99 a pound if you get the fillets. It's kind of a no-brainer. It's really easy there. Costco, chicken. If you're big into chicken, I'm not a big boneless, skinless breast guy, but if you are, $25 for this thing. It is 10 pounds. So $2.50 a pound. Grab one of those. You're pretty much good for at least 2 or 3 weeks if that's your primary protein source. Also, this is what I do. Every single day, a can of Wild Planet, Wild Pacific sardines, and if you read the label, in olive oil. And with these, it's really important that you pay up a little bit more on quality. And even these, you get at Costco, $9 for a 6-pack, so $1.50 a tin. But it's important to do that because you want the quality of the fish and also the oil as well, and then the entire process of lightly smoking it. Because if you get these in like canola oil or like cottonseed oil, I mean, what's really the point? I think it's important to really go with the extra virgin olive oil. So those are the protein sources. Oh, besides the eggs. Yeah. Now, don't really get eggs from Costco. We have a great like regional gas station chain here called Quick Trip. Sells eggs for anywhere from $79 to $1.29 for a dozen. So extremely cheap source of protein. Stock up on those. And what we'll do in a typical day is intermittent fast from 8 p.m. till noon, and then we'll break it with 5 eggs, and then maybe like a pound of steak. That's how we usually roll. And here's the thing: once you get used to that, it's really easy to do. Especially since I train from about 2 to 4 every day, so the entire morning you can get up, you have your cup of coffee, and then you just go, and then you're not even thinking about eating or anything like that. And after a while, like hunger pains, they'll go away, especially since this is essentially a ketogenic diet, and where your body converts into burning fat as opposed to burning carbohydrates. This is more of like an extreme version of that. Some other ancillary stuff. So when we're cooking our steaks, I like to rub it in some extra virgin olive oil. This is 16, maybe $17 from Costco. This entire bottle will last you probably about 3 or 4 months if you use it frequently. And pay the extra couple of bucks, get the extra virgin olive oil stuff. Don't get the mix where it's with canola oil. Canola oil is garbage, or those other blends that they have. Also, Kerrygold grass-fed butter. Now, you like it because it's nice yellowy. It's actually like what butter is supposed to be, as opposed to commercial stuff. And what we do here, we just put it in a bowl, have a cover on it, have it sit out. Nice soft butter all of the time. Seasoning wise, big fan of Trader Joe's yet again. We got this little thing of black pepper. This is like $5. Also Himalayan sea salt, toss it on there, or also go with the kosher salt. And then really easy peasy, just granulated garlic powder. Go with the powder, don't go with the salt. This is like $6. All this together will last you probably about 6 months, 8 months, something like that. And it's like maybe $20 total. And I do that all the time, whether it's we're grilling up burgers or doing steaks or doing chicken. I mean, it's pretty simple what I do. Just olive oil, get it to stick a little bit. Also make sure it doesn't stick on the pan or the grill. And then just toss those 3 seasonings on. Yeah, I'm a pretty simple guy. Hot sauce wise, Cholula. This is my jam. It really is. You can get this for, I think this is $8 or $9. This will last you for an extremely long amount of time. And then what I do in the morning, just as a little pick me up, because intermittent fasting, like some days you drag a little ass. Sometimes you were watching the clock as it gets to noon. What I like to do with my morning coffee is I toss in, just a little tablespoon of coconut oil, and this is $20 at Costco. And this thing, I think I've had this for like a year and a half, because you're taking out 1 tablespoon a day. How many tablespoons are in this thing? 170. Oh, there you go. So just one of these a day, and again, it's the organic, cold pressed, unrefined, the pure coconut oil stuff, no blends. So you're perfectly good to go there. As far as a little bit of extra stuff. So when you're having yourself a little cocktail or two, and you don't want beer, maybe you're going against the carbs. A little Jim Beam will do you just right. This is $21.99 at Costco Liquor. It's pretty amazing. What I like to do, I moved into adulthood, just started drinking bourbon on the rocks, or even bourbon and water. It's pretty badass. So that's what we're doing there. So going on the carnivore diet, it's extremely affordable. You can do it. You just have to plan ahead. And also, sometimes you'll see the New York strips at $6.99 or $7.99 a pound. Definitely grab those, or ribeyes as well. Also, sometimes your butcher will mark down meat where it's not ready to expire, like it's not going to be rancid, but it's getting close to its sell-by date, and that is perfectly fine, either to freeze or cook up right away. And with me, I'm very low maintenance, and you could talk about USDA Prime, USDA Choice, USDA Select. I'm fine with the Choice. I mean, Select is basically like dog food level stuff, but some people get kind of hoity-toity about I only get USDA Prime, and that's fine if you're cooking for a guest or whatever. But honestly, if it's just me, I'll just take Choice all day. You save yourself a little bit of money, and you're just munching anyways. Like at a certain point, it's just eating, it's just fuel. That's really all it is. So that's how we're rolling. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Give us a like on Facebook. And also follow my Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all at Andy Carlson Show. And keep on following the Carnivore Challenge.